Good morning, students. Welcome to today's English class. And since we have completed the syllabus related to your second and fourth sems, I have started dealing with the grammar topics which are going to be helpful to you in the usage of language, be it written or spoken English. So part of that dealing with grammar topics today, let's see this topic called I call it one word substitutes. One word substitutes. One word substitutes is something that facilitates a person to be concise in explanation regarding giving an information about any matter. Instead of giving it a lengthy explanation, instead of giving it a far-fetched explanation, you can give it in short way by using one word. Okay? And that is called a one word substitute. That means this substitute, this one word acts as a substitute, means acts as an assistant. Instead of going for a lengthy explanation, you can just cut it short by giving only one word. That is called one word substitute. And for example, check this one. I got some information about this thing, and for example, that which cannot be believed. Now this is what I wrote it on the board, like that which cannot be believed. This is called a lengthy explanation. Instead of using all these words, instead of using this lengthy line, you can give a one-word explanation to this one. What is that? That which cannot be believed. If we give information about anything which is really, really hard to believe, then people who are not well versed with the language, that which cannot be believed, they might say that. But here, there is one thing. Incredible. This is the right word. It's an incredible thing, incredible matter, incredible issue. Okay? Incredible information. And other general word used instead of this incredible is unbelievable, we say that. We generally use this, but instead of this unbelievable, this is better. Incredible is far better than this unbelievable. Another one, girls. Second one. The person who walks in sleep. Check this one. The person who walks in sleep. Now, some people they suffer from some kind of diseases, ailments. And part of those diseases, this is one among them. The person who walks in sleep. That means some people, after going to bed, in the middle of their sleep, they get up in an unconscious state and they simply keep walking. They too don't know what happens to them, and they don't even know that where they are going. Okay, they don't even know where they are going. And this is called a person who walks in sleep. And any person who is suffering from such kind of ailment, what do you call it? Person who walks in sleep is called a Somnambulist. Somnambulist. Okay, somnambulist. This is what. Another one. Third one. A remedy for all diseases. A remedy for all diseases. What is that, girls? Excuse me, girls. I made a mistake here. Right. A remedy for all diseases. A remedy for all diseases. Check this one. What's the one word substitute to this one? The answer to this one is panache. What we also call is Sarvaroga Nivarane in Telugu. In Telugu we call it Sarvaroga Nivarane. So a remedy for all diseases is panache. Next one. Fourth one, yeah. An imaginary perfect social and political system. Perfect social and political system. Now check this one, an imaginary which is not real. Imaginary means which is not real, which doesn't exist in the real life. And what is that imaginary thing about? It is about perfect social and political system. Social and political system. Now, what is this imaginary perfect social and political system? A system where everyone gets equal opportunities, equal chances, equal rights, and live in equal status, where everything goes in a positive way, where everything takes place in a positive environment. Such kind of thing is called perfect social and political system, but not in the real life, an imaginary one. Some people imagine that the society should be like this, society should be like that, people should live like this, there should be no discrepancies, there should be no highs and lows, there should be no good and what is that? Caste system, this and that, everything should go in a very, very positive way. Such kind of system, what do you call that in one word? Imaginary, perfect, social and political system is called utopia. Utopia. Okay, next one. A sound that cannot be heard clearly. A sound that cannot be heard clearly. What it can be, girls? Check this. A sound that cannot be heard clearly. What can be the answer to this one? One word. And the answer to this one is inaudible, inaudible, inaudible. Sometimes you feel a kind of difficulty in listening to the things, in hearing things. And when you can't hear the things properly, you won't get the required information in the right way. Such kind of situations, a sound that cannot be heard clearly, instead of saying this lengthily, you can say, your voice is inaudible. Sometimes when I teach something, and if my voice is not clear, if my voice is not louder as per your expectations, then what happens is you can call it as inaudible voice. Inaudible. My voice cannot be heard properly, distinctly. Yeah. That can be said like this. Sir, your voice is inaudible. We can't hear you clearly. Okay. Next one. Sixth one. Yeah. One who feeds on one who feeds on human flesh. Check this one, there is one who feeds on human flesh. Okay, let me make it clear like this. One who feeds on human flesh. I hope you heard this one who feeds on human flesh. There are some people in the world, especially in places like Amazon forest and in some countries as well, especially when it comes to the African side. I heard that there are people who eat the fellow human beings. And there were instances as well, that some people were ate by the other human beings. They were eaten by the other human beings. They killed them and they ate the human bodies. Okay? And we might feel a kind of jerk, we might feel a kind of unbearability in our body and mind. And what do you call such kind of people? One who feeds, that means one who eats the human flesh, the human body, whatever the muscle, whatever the other internal parts of the body are there, if they are eaten, what that person is called. That person is called a cannibal. Cannibal, one who eats the other humans. Okay? Seventh one. Right. Any liquid that is suitable for drinking, that is suitable for drinking. Any liquid that is suitable for drinking, that means any liquid that is eligible to be drunk by us, be it water, be it any cool drink, or be it any other kind of intoxicating drinks as well. Some people are habituated to alcoholic drinks, some people are habituated to cool drinks, some people are habituated to have water like the other general human beings, majority of the human beings. They depend on water and any liquid which is not solid, that is suitable, that means that is fit for drinking. What do you call that in one word? Portable. P-O-T-A-B-L-E. Is it portable? Yes, this water is portable. That means this water is worth drinking. This water is eligible for drinking. This water is eligible for consumption. Okay, that means the one which is free of all kinds of bad things, that which is free of all kinds of negative things. Because water can be of different types, dirty water, contaminated water, this and that. We have different kinds of water. And these days we have this water, what is that? Mineral water, filtered water. So these days we are also receiving this Mission Bhagirath water. program by the government of Telangana. And that water is said to be as potable, that means drinkable. Okay? Another one. Eighth one is animals. Animals living both on land and water. Living both on land and water. Animals living both on land and water. What is that, girls? I hope you know, especially students of science can answer this better than me. If you had studied by PC in your intermediate, then definitely you should be answering this one. There is a creature that lives both in water and on land. And if you have any creature in your mind, what that creature gets called scientifically? It is given a scientific name. Of course, we know that frog is an example. Frog has the capacity to live in the water and on the land as well. No problem. But you cannot directly answer it as frog. Right? You have to answer it as amphibian. Amphibian. Amphibian, amphibian. It's an amphibian. That means it has the capacity to live on land and in water as well. Okay. Another one. Who knows? One who knows several languages. One who knows. Okay, just a minute, guys. There's a small mistake here. Who knows and speaks several languages. One knows and speaks several languages. Now, for example, we have our mother tongue. Some people have Telugu as their mother tongue. Some people have Hindi. Some people have Urdu. Some people have Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, this and that. So, this is one language. And coming to this English language, this is the language which I chose to survive in this world. No, it means I am good at two languages. Of course, I also understand Hindi as well because that is our national language. But there are some people in the world who can speak more than 10 languages. For example, if you take this one who knows and speaks several languages, we have an example from our Telangana region. That was Mr. P.V. Narasimha. Okay, P.V. Narasimha, the first Telugu man to become the Prime Minister of India and who ruled continuously for 5 years without any disturbance. And it is said that, and it was said that he was well versed in more than 15 languages. Well versed in more than 15 languages is nothing but he just not only speaks, he reads, he writes as well, and he speaks as well. So, one who knows and speaks several languages, countable number of languages or countless number of languages, is called a polyglot. Polyglot, polyglot. So Mr. P.V. Narasimha was a polyglot. P.V. Narasimha, the Prime Minister of India, was a polyglot. Okay. Another one. 10th one. Writing, which is not clear enough. Clear enough to be read. To be read. Writing which is not clear enough to be read. Sometimes, for example, this is my handwriting. This is my handwriting. If anyone feels that my writing is hard to read and understand, what this writing can be called in one word? Of course, some people it might be easy to read and understand, but there might be some people, there might be some students or girls who feel it difficult to read and understand. If my writing is difficult to read and understand for you, what do you call that in one word? What do you call that in one word? That is called illegible. Illegible handwriting. Illegible. That means which is difficult to read and understand. So instead of saying all these things, in a lengthy way, check this one, that which cannot be believed. The better thing is incredible. If any girl has any difficulty in using this one, then they can say unbelievable. Next thing, a person who walks in sleep is called a somnambulist. Somnambulist, a remedy for all diseases, panache. An imaginary perfect social and political system is called utopia. A sound that cannot be heard clearly, is called inaudible. Next one who feeds on human flesh is called a cannibal. Any liquid that is suitable for drinking is called potable. Animals living both on land and water is called an amphibian. One who knows and speaks several languages is called a polyglot. Writing which is not clear enough to be read is called illegible. So all these are one words. Check this one word substitutes. You can say all these things in one word. Instead of going for those lengthy explanations, if you practice these things properly, if you understand the language properly, and if you have some grip, hold over your language, then you can make your language become perfect, you can make your language become impressive when you participate in any kind of seminars, meetings, presentations, and sometimes even an interview as well. Okay. Another one, girls, let me rub these things. Now, another one, 11th one, that is equal in rank. Equal in rank, that means if there are two people, if there are more than two people who enjoy the same status, who enjoy the same designation, who have the same rank, and no one is less to another, each are equal, both are equal, all are equal in one rank, of one rank, then what those people are called, equal in rank, is called a counterpart. Okay, counterpart. Another one, 12th one, a person who does not drink alcohol. A person who does not drink alcohol, one who is not habituated to drinking intoxicating drinks, a person who is not habituated to boozing, person who never likes any kind of alcoholic drinks, what that person can be called? What do you call that person in one word? That person can be called a teetotaler. I'm a teetotaler. Teetotaler. Okay. Another one. One who eats meat. One who eats meat. One who eats meat. That means one who is habituated to eat the meat of other creatures. Something like chicken, mutton, fish, and some other creatures, whatever they are habituated to eat. That means one who takes more amount of non-vegetarian than vegetables. One who eats more amount of non-vegetarian items than the vegetable items. What that person can be called? One who eats meat is called a meatitarian. Is called a meatitarian. Okay. Another one. Owner of a house. Owner of a house. Owner of a house. Generally we call it owner. No. In our general English language, related to our daily life, we call it is the owner of the house. But actually, owner of a house, always got this owner. But how can we directly use it once again as owner? No. That person becomes the land owner. Okay. And another one. One who fights for the rights of women. One who fights for the rights of women, rights, their authorities. Okay? One who fights for the rights of women. What we also call as a Strivadi in Telugu. That means one who supports women in every sphere of life, in every matter of life. One who supports, one who encourages, one who talks for the equality of women with men. What that person is called? One who always argues in support of women regarding their rights, regarding their what we also call as authorities related to different matters of their lives. What do you call that person? And any person who fights for the rights of the women, one who supports and argues in favor of that women related to any matter which is legal, then the person is called a feminist. Is called a feminist. Okay. Something that is against law. Something that is against the law. What is that? Something that is against the law. That means some things happen in the society. Some things happen in the society and which go against the law. That means which does not follow any rules and regulations. which does not abide by the constitution that has been formed for us. And if anything happens like that, and if anything goes on like that, what do you call that thing? What that thing gets called as? What do you call it? That is called illegal. That is called illegal or unlawful. Okay? Okay, girls, it seems the time is up. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.